got into the BET Awards, my nigga. Oh my God. The BET Awards, my nigga. Let's get into that. I'm talking about you. We were texting.
Where do we start? Where do we start?
Because we was texting you. You was texting me. I went to sleep on BET night. And so when I woke up to your text, I was like, oh, this happened?
It's a lot going. It's nowhere. The best meme that I saw to sum that shit up was Tyler left them people the keys and said, lock up when you're done.
We just talked about Tyler Perry buying BT said, I don't care about what y'all do. Just make sure you lock the door when you leave.
Look, this the last year, so y'all go ahead and do what y'all gonna do this shit, because I'm cleaning this shit up next year.
He said this shit will be like the Oscars next year.
Listen, I don't even know where to start. I would like to maybe
start off, crack it off. I'll follow up with some.
Let's see. I'm gonna start off on the positive note.
Okay.
My favorite part of the night was, of course, Offset and Quavo.
Yes. Hey, big shout out to them, big shout out to them.
Because yeah, I was like, because I heard it. I was actually leaving out to go to work, and one of my neighbors was playing it, and I'm like, ain't no way that that's a live performance from the Migos.
There ain't no way. Hey,
So granted, when I got to work, I wanted to watch the whole thing. So I watched it, when it came back on at 12:30. So of course I was like, damn, like, yeah, that was that. I ain't gonna lie, that made me tear up a little bit, because I was like, that was hard.
Can I give you the buck?
Yeah.
That shit had me in my feels too.
Yeah, it made me tear up. I was like, oh.
I ain't tear up, but I definitely felt the love, but I felt the loss too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You that take off up there, they ain't seem right to me. That he was dead, he gone.
Yeah. But for what it was worth, that's why I was glad that they chose the song that it was the song that they chose. For them to do Bad and Bougie, like that was their song.
That was perfect.
You already know, like, well, I get left out. And then it was like, it's genuinely a performance with them. Like, y'all got to do this shit together. Like,
you can literally see that Bond coming back. He's an out of space kid, Cuddy. I was like, oh yeah, they back. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's still there. They family though. They family.
But I definitely think that. And I'm not trying to get into their business because we're not in the music industry. I'm not there. No. But I do think that, once Offset started, he's with Cardi and he's seeing the type of stuff, the big things she getting from her music career, he probably was looking like, all right, like, what we doing on this side? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, we'll never know. Hopefully, it wasn't what they said when they were trying to say, "Oh, it was over Sway T, whatever." Like Offset smashed. I don't think that was it. You know what I'm saying? But I was very on a positive note. I was glad to see that though. Negative note: did you see the later in the week though? Offset's posting delete on his IG though.
Let's do BET and then we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. Okay. So we started with Offset. The Migos made a reunion. That was big. You know what I'm saying? That was big on BET night. So I'm going to
shout one more thing out. I want to shout one more thing out that had me like in my feels. Tiana Taylor getting her the video director of the year. Because, she was going to quit. Well, not going to quit, but she wasn't really feeling music. She wasn't really feeling the industry, none of that shit.
She was done.
She really found her little and then got the award for it. Like, that had me like, oh, because that, like, I love me some Tiana. And you already know me in music videos, that's my shit anyway. Yep. So I felt that. I was like, oh my goodness, like, bring it back, boo. But yeah, so next subject. I just had to get that out there.
Funny thing about Tiana, shout out Tiana, I'll give you an insider story real quick about Tiana. Like, she's a cool person. So they got invited, Christina and Matt got invited to June. I think the youngest, Junie, that's their oldest, right?
Junie is the oldest. I know the last one name begins with the R. I can't think of it right now.
It was one of their birthday parties.
Yeah.
Kristen got an invite. They invited.
Oh.
And it was so wild because she was like, Tiana, you can tell she's in a different place because like this was a couple years ago and she was just like, she wasn't nice. Not Christina or Matt, but everybody
like an overwhelming, yeah. She
like they said the party was going on and like her manager was basically like trying to convince her like to be a part of the party. Like she was doing her own thing. But then they said when Baby T came over there, they're both SAGs, I think. You know what I'm saying? So she was just like, she said her mood immediately changed. Like, hey, girl, you a SAG like me, girl. And she just immediately was like the Tiana like we love seeing. So it's just like, I'm glad that, and you saying now she's doing that. I bet she was in that place that she was at.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. That's why I said I've been rooting for her. Because she's so freaking talented. You know what I'm saying? And she know how to do so much. And I just be like, I want to see this girl win. Like, that's how I always been for her. So to watch her win that award, I was like, yeah, see, like
put in a lot of work, man. Had to go under the, the celebrity parent thing where like your parent celebrity being under Kanye is a fucking lot. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know if he's gonna make your album or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He may make your album and then walk out. You like, bro,
he may have you do a song and then don't even use it. Like he didn't just waste your time. Yep. Soulja and Chris. That's why how he pissed Chris off.
No, I admit, I'm gonna be real with you. Real nigga shit. My recent song Rush Hour. If y'all haven't get it, go listen to Rush Hour. Go listen.
Yes, I heard it. It's really good. It's really
three
good.
rappers. That's how I know I was going through some form of depression for the past couple months. It's 3 rappers that sent me verses to that song. They all hit me up and was like, bruh, you took me off the song? Damn, you could put me on the song. And I'm like, I'm listening to these niggas like, this nigga's tripping like shit. I go to all the texts. They all sent me the song. I felt bad as shit. I was like, damn. So shout out to Saw, shout out to Mizar. You know what I'm saying? Because they called me out directly. Was like, damn, nigga, you took me. I know they probably like this Hollywood ass nigga. No, y'all will get another song I got in the tux, but I know how that feel though when you get taken off the song.
Yeah.
You feel like, God damn, my verse was it my verse? Like,
yeah.
No.
But sometimes you also understand the creative side. Sometimes if you just get a different vision and that's not the way that you want to go with it no more, unfortunately. But I do think you should give people a heads up. But not for you per se, but I'm talking about like in a Kanye, because we already know, but you just had to get your shit off. Like we get that.
You have to Kanye. I would literally have to tell him I need a heads up months before. Are you gonna do this or not?
Is this gonna be a thing?
Facts. Speaking of black people, we're back to BET. That's y'all another positive. Boosie back outside, man.
I swear Boosie was next on my list. Boosie was next on my list. Now, I'm not gonna lie.
It was one point when he failed, son. He failed at one point.
Oh, I saw that because of Lotto. He enjoyed Lotto's performance so much. He failed. He was freaking his lawyer. It was a lot going on.
His lawyer was a hottie too. His lawyer was bad. I thought that was his date.
That what, man?
She looked like his date until
it was his date. I saw the lawyer backing it up on him real quick. I said, "What the fuck is happening in that section?"
Oh,
Boosie thought he was at the Source Awards. I will say that.
Listen, that must have been the lawyer that got him off the death row, cause she was there in full dressed. I'm like, but one thing I realized about BET, they got them backup them auditorium ass seats in the back. I'm thinking so. Ice Spike, I love ISIS, but it's no damn reason you and little Uzi Vert should be sitting in the front of anything at BET. I'm sorry, I ain't even trying to go though. You feel what I'm saying? That's for people that's actually, bruh, the front seat used to be for like the Jiggers, the Beyoncés. What?
Yeah, at least the third, because you are popping, you having a hot year, so we need you close to the front. But the front, the first row, like they knew what they was doing.
JT threw a phone at that nigga. That's never happened in front row history of
I'm just so mad that she tried to go with the excuse. I came back and my seat was gone. No, bitch, you went to the bathroom. You looked on IG. The motherfuckers took a picture with each other. You didn't want to go in the goddamn first place. And then
she said, bitch, and the phone said, like the first one didn't hit, but the second one connected and then if you listen faintly, Uzi had the voice of every nigga in the world. I ain't even do nothing.
I didn't even do nothing. For what it's worth, he really did.
He didn't do nothing.
Like, but that's what I had told Riri. I said, JT did not want to go. She was like, how you know? JT literally said, getting ready for the award show with a gun to my head.
Bruh, she didn't want to go. And then it's like you gotta look at it like this. I'm gonna pull something out of the academics book right here. And he had facts for this. Female artists, they pop on IG, but their shelf life is like men's as well. After a while, now they're becoming so common. It's like, thanks. Who's the next one? So JT, the City Girls, yeah, that was popping, but now, sorry, y'all not selling like y'all.
I had an interesting conversation with somebody today, and that's what he said. That's what he said. He was like, the worst thing you can do is start out with sex. Or whatever. But actually, he didn't even say start out with sex. He was like, get too over sexual. He was like, because then you give yourself a shelf time. That's literally what he was talking about. He was like, as soon as people are tired of your sexy, they don't give a damn about what else you're talking about. He was like, I don't care if you're doing music. I don't care if you're acting. I don't care. And then he had a really good example, Halle Berry.
I can't even lie. Halle Berry's not better than me no more.
He said Halle Berry was like top tier until she did Monsters Ball, and it just slowly started to dwindle.
I can't lie. When she let that white nigga hit, once you let a white nigga hit, I'm sorry. Your life story is deeper than everybody else's. You let a white man on screen. Then Billy, I think that was
Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton, yeah. It was Billy Bob Thornton. I watched that sex scene. I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
It was that's what the guy was saying. That's what the guy was saying. He was like, that movie could have done without that scene. They could have done that scene under covers, but instead, he was just like the shelf life. So I say that to say, City Girls came out sexy, raunchy, looking for the next best thing. And that's, I think, that's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, I think that's got a lot to do with why females can't stay. Because all they're going on for these days is sex, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, look at Big Sexy. You know what I'm saying? Sexy Red.
Yeah.
So you know what's crazy?
Somebody farted beside her at the beach.
I know I'm about to talk about that. I said, she's so goddamn ghetto as shit, dog. That shit give me gut. She literally made a video. That's why I had to report him like, you made a video saying, you little stanky booty hole. I'm like, yo, you came smack out of the trap house. They got you right out of the trap. And then, I can't even lie. Besides, I like the Slut Me Out song already without her on it. People thought I was weird for that, but I just said I think NLE Chopper low-key got some songs that people.
NLE is good.
He's really good. I think he's really good.
Like that.
Yeah, like I think he's really good. I think people underestimate him, but I think he puts in a lot of work that don't get recognized.
Yeah, especially for him to be so young.
He's worked with a lot of big artists. Wayne, he works with different artists with different genres. So I'm giving NLE his flowers because he put that young. He's doing everything, and that's because he got his mom as his manager. He got his mom in his corner.
He's very wise too.
Very smart. Very smart.
Very wise.
But he shouldn't have kissed Sexy Red in the mouth in that video. When he just like, wow, I was like, oh my God, I threw up in my mouth.
It was a lot going on.
So we're about to end the BET Wars, but the thing I'm gonna end it with the thing with Uzi and that thing like that. JT, I'm gonna tell you this, sweetheart. It's okay. You need to go like Carisha, find your lane, because you're the only one that hasn't found a lane between y'all right now. Find your lane and go do what you do. And it's funny, I watched this show that actually is produced by QC and them. It's called Rap Shit. It's on HBO Max.
Okay.
It's about them, but exaggerated. And it's funny, JT character who wrote the show, she's the dweeb for real. And Carisha was the popping one.
Mm-hmm.
Even in the show. And I was like, what if this really how it is for real? Because when I look at Uzi, I'd be like,
that's how Uzi could bag somebody like that.
And that's saying because Uzi, Uzi, he ain't a sucker. Uzi throw hands and stuff like that. He do stuff like that. He gets down. But he's a weirdo too. You know what I'm saying? So she saw that look. But then listen, did you see when he shot an Ice Spice out in that snippet?
Yeah, it was like
she
that.
Hit the shoulders and all that. She hit the shoulders. She said, she hit the shoulders. I said, oh God. Ice hit the shoulders in the seat. He said, gotta throw like Ice Spice. She was like, oh, I'm in my mood. She's like, hold up. She said, I didn't see the shoulders. She's like, I'm in my son. Go look at that clip. The first thing I saw is her shoulders go like this. Like, JT was probably like, hell nah. Hell nah. But she said, stupid bitch. First one hit his shoulder. His man kind of blocked the first one. He was like, I got you. And then the second one, all you hear is Nat. Why was Natalie Nunn in the second row?
Natalie Nunn was on the second row. Natalie recorded that shit.
She said, get her phone. Why do you need her phone, Natalie? You don't even know her. Natalie.
One thing she gonna do. No, did you see her bugging Ice Spice? They're Capricorn. Like she was just, I was like, I would have moved. If I was Ice, I would have moved my seat. Like, this is ghetto. You got Natalie Nunn, who will not stop bothering me. Then you got JT and Uzi about to fight because she think that I'm fuck. You know what? Move me.
This is why they don't need to be in the front row. Exactly. This is why when the awards come on, Taylor Swift and all them people that's really selling records is in the front because they know why they're here. JT didn't know why she was there. I don't have a hot record. Uzi has I Want to Rock.
Carisha wasn't even there.
Why am I here?
Carisha wasn't even there.
So Uzi can I Just Want to Rock, and I'm just. Woo. Did you see the picture she made him take with the fan?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was funny to me. Son, that was funny. Said, you like taking pictures, huh?
And before we go to the next subject, all I remember, I saw his album release party. They're there. They're at the party. She's like taking off his glasses or something.
He's so ignorant.
He's like,
I really feel like he's milking it now. Like, that's just Uzi personality.
He's dramatic. He's a Leo. He's like,
yes, he's a fucking Leo.
He's like, no, he's like, save me, but I'm gonna be dramatic so we just can go viral. Like, y'all, she's hitting me.
This is what I say about Leos. Their slogan should be "and action" because they so goddamn dramatic.
He said.
But yeah, I'll say that the show was it was very entertaining. I think the show itself was good.
Yeah.
I just think that they need to clean that shit up around. Hopefully next year we bring back Black excellence because I don't know what the fuck that was. We need a dress code.
I agree.
We need a dress code. We need people to actually take into consideration where the fuck you are seating people. Like, it just doesn't need to be all of this. It should not be allowed for a motherfucker to be standing in the motherfucking middle of the aisle performing their song. I just don't. We used to have side stages for shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Remember? They would. I don't know if it was MTV or if it was BT, but I know it was some award show.
She was performing Poundtown. Yeah, I was like.
But you know, they used to have like when it would be like the commercials and shit like that. They would have little side stages where people would perform and shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
Bring it back. That's all I'm saying. We need more organized. Hopefully, Tyler. We going back to what we said the other week. Hopefully, Tyler can clean this shit up. Hopefully, that was he was his last time letting everybody do their thing because, baby, that shit.
That shit got me gun shit, waking up to that wild ass shit. No bullshit. I'm like, this is supposed to be black. I watched decent black entertainment awards before.
We were there when it started. I'll say that. We were there when it started. So it's like,
when Monique was doing performances, coming out, doing Beyonce when she was doing her Beyonce stuff. When
Beyonce used to go. Like,
remember when Will Smith hosted the BET Awards? Come on, let's get to that. But
them even think about it's nothing but influencers and new people now.
No, man, next subject, man. But
what's that?
What's
you want to do Cardi and Offset?